husband read your books? Has he read any?
My husband loves them. He's read almost all of them. He has not gotten through Styxx yet. I don't ask him that. We really don't talk about the books. I know he reads them. When the boys were little, he would read them to them and edit them. Although, I said my sons don't read them. Actually, that's not true. I just remember Ian tried to read one once, and it got confiscated at school. And ironically, it was Infinity. And, the teacher pulls it up from him, and he said, but that's my mom who wrote it. But she had been a Dark Hunter fan. She hadn't read the comics. I think the book had just come out, so she didn't know. And so she was really embarrassed later when she found out, no, that really is his mom, and it was okay that, does your mother know what you're reading? Yes, she does. So after that, I think it traumatized him so badly, Ian hasn't read anything since.
Are you ever going to give Cindy or Serena a book?
If they don't die. Why would you do that to a poor guy, though? I mean, really, my older brother was 6'4", and he was 300 pounds of raw muscle. He had arms on him that were like tree trunks. Those of us who were older, you remember the album crates? And they were like that big, and they held albums, like 100 albums. And my older brother was so strong, he could one on each shoulder and go up flights of stairs. He was like having Hercules for your brother, which is not as much fun as you would think. It came in handy for moving, but for dating, not so much. Anyway, and my older brother had this thing, whenever guys would show up for his daughter, because again, God has a sense of humor, he had all girls. And he'd be like, some guy would be out there in the car, blowing the horn, my brother would come out shaking the entire planet as he goes. He'd grab the guy up and go, look! You blow for your hoe! You come in the house for my daughter! That's how I imagine dating Cindy would be. Why would you do that to somebody?
She deserves somebody.
I hope to one day, but yeah, I have to get past that was so God, I love my husband so badly. He is a brave man. For, 4 years we dated. He said, you never take me home. Why? Are you embarrassed about me? No, I love you. I don't want you to leave. And he's sitting there going, I'm a war vet, I can take it. I'm like, no, you can't. But it's so cute that you think you can. So I did. I finally took him home, and he broke up with me the next day. For 4 years. He's still kind of traumatized. The first thing my brother said to him is, yeah, I got a gun and a backhoe, and they don't look under a septic tank for bodies. Yeah, I love him.
Did you always know that you were going to be a writer? Has it been within you? Were you a child?
My mother would say I was born telling stories, but I'm not sure that's good. As far back as I can remember, we have in the States, I don't know if you have something like it here, the brownies. And it's a precursor to the Girl Scouts. And in my brownie manual from kindergarten, it has, when I grow up, I want to be a writer and a mother. So yeah, I always wanted to do it. I don't know why. Yeah, I can remember I was 5 years old. And I'm sitting up, my mother's putting on her mascara in the bathroom, and I'm sitting on the floor going, Mom, when I grow up, I'm going to be a New York Times bestselling author. And my mother's like, do you even know what that is? Not a clue, but it's on front of the books you read, so it has to be good. I want to be a writer, and it seems like a good idea. What do you think? My mother's just like, yeah, I think I gave birth to a nutcase. Yes, I have a lot of say in the movies, and if you hate them, I wrote the screenplay. I hope you don't. But yeah, I'm really lucky. There, every step of the way, they really want my input. And the thing that the Ember Entertainment specializes in is adapting films or books to films. So they're very conscious of, if you guys don't like it, it's not going to do well.
But are you scared about the actors and actresses who are playing the characters?
why you see it in your head.
Yeah, but these are the same people who looked at Orlando Bloom and said Legolas. It's ironic because I've always said that. I said, I want the casting, if they ever make the movies, I want the same casting team that looked at Orlando Bloom and said Legolas. I give them credit. I never saw it until the movie came out and I'm like, oh my God, he is Legolas. So, and ironically, we ended up with the same casting crew. So yeah, I trust them implicitly.
Has anyone been cast?
I can't say. They always like to make these big announcements in Hollywood so that they can go, dun dun dun! Yeah, so we will let you know soon. As soon as they let me know.
Who's been your biggest inspiration?
My biggest inspiration?
Oh no.
In terms of writing or tequila? Yes. No, I'm sober and I don't do caffeine. Are you afraid of me yet? Because I started so young, really, the characters are what inspire me more than anything else. Not really any one person, or it's usually the characters there's such a burning need in me to get their story out that they're what really inspires me. That and you guys threatening me is kind of scary.
Do you think you'll sort of go where you did with the League and do stories about the kids from that point on?
I have to wait till they grow up. They're all still little right now. But if I live that long, yes. I would love to do the kids' stories. I actually have played around with a couple of ideas, and I actually know what I want to do for some of them, but they are still... Then you can all feel old with me. It'll be like when I look at my niece and go, oh my God, I was 8 when you were born. I'm so old.
In line with that question, what about Marisa Hunter? Does she come and do things sometimes?
I want to do things with Marissa, and I can't. She's another character I keep trying to bring into the books, and she just doesn't want to come, and I'm not sure why. And it really is frustrating because you get the list of characters that we have on the website. Sometimes Carl forgets to go and update them after the book's been written, because what I do is I send over a list of who I think is going to be in the book in the beginning. And that's why, if you notice, the characters on the website will sometimes change. Because those are the people I'm hoping we're going to hear from, and then they go, nah. Remy being one of the worst, Marissa's another one, and Ren. It's like, I want you guys back on page, but they don't cooperate.